Hey, what's going on? Don't Unfriend Me Nation. Matthew Spear from the Don't Unfriend Me Show. I'm feeling much better. 98% there. Voice is coming back. Not too nasally, thank God. What are we talking about today? We're talking about vegans because they're nuts. No, not metaphorically. Sincerely, they're nuts. They're all crazy. I don't, even if you're my listeners, if you're a vegan, you're just crazy. You don't have to like meat. I'm fine with that. And that's not what makes you crazy. What makes you crazy is you constantly pushing everybody and their mother about your lifestyle, how we have to, you take 40 minutes to order off the menu. Do you think maybe you could just hand the waiter a note telling them what you want? You know what you can eat. It would be easier for you to go ahead and say what you can eat versus what you can't. We're sick of hearing it. But of course, they need to go ahead and go into a fancy restaurant and proselytize about their eating habits and lecture you about what you can and can't do. Here comes the video in 15 seconds. I will see you on the other end.
Do you want the truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more f***ed up than the lies on the evening news? Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug.
Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Matthew Spear, once again, host of the show. Vegans need to stay away from the crazy juice. There's something that they're drinking, something in the water that's making them absolutely muy loco. I'm not sure why. We can't drink. We can't smoke. You guys said if we smoke, you're going to hunt us down and end us. Well, that's not going to be too hard because smokers can't run anyway. We can't go ahead and have our guns, even though some of us break those rules. Sorry about that. We can't put up pinup girls. And now we can't eat meat. Next, you're going to tell me I can't spank my kids. What is the world coming to, folks? This video is absolutely wacko. I saw 15 seconds of it. This is the full rendition because I figured I would give you all of it. I'll break it down in the nuts straight, but also watch it with you. And here we go. Crazy Karen enters a high-end restaurant.
So, I'm just wondering, I don't see any dog meat here.
What the hell type of video is this? I'm sorry. My notes said that this was a vegan who is upset with this restaurant serving meat, but this lady seems to be advocating to put dog on the menu. Interesting.
That's the latest thing. I thought this was like a meat restaurant, yet I don't see any dog meat here.
The latest thing is to eat dog. If I'm not mistaken, that's not legal in the United States in regards to health and safety standards, but I could be wrong unless it's a Vietnamese Golden Palace, and they usually get most of their meat from the back alley, but I didn't know that that was legal. Maybe someone can educate me. I remember in South Korea doing our tour that they had dog there, and I may have dabbled in a small piece of dog and tried it. I'm not going to say if that's true or not. Certainly don't want to get canceled by the left. But this lady, once again, maybe just doesn't understand that this isn't a phenomenon inside the United States, and nobody wants dog on the menu. I wonder why.
It's steak, but steak is made out of cows. And
that's not true. There's halibut, there's swordfish, there's tuna, there's Salisbury steak, and I guess Salisbury steak's made out of cows, but certainly not the quintessential steak or porterhouse, T-bone, or filet mignon, or Delmonico steak that you would expect. There's a lot of different steaks. That's interesting. Maybe if you stake her through the heart, she'll turn into dust, or give her some garlic or some silver. Is silver werewolves? It doesn't really matter. She does look like a vampire.
and I see you've got chicken, which is obviously chicken. And I see you've got pigs here, but you don't have dogs here. No. So I'm wondering why you don't have dogs. Why is there no dog meat?
You got to love this young lady. She's just there to make $1. She's probably taking gender studies at UCLA or something. And she's just trying to make ends meet at this restaurant. She doesn't need this harassment. She probably can't even afford half the stuff on the menu. She probably does top ramen or mac and cheese or something to that effect. What did she do to you? Of course, she's just doing her job and smiling and trying not to say anything, which is smart because on these videos, you can't win with these people.
That is, I mean, you've got the other meat. I don't understand it. Are you ever going to have dog meat here?
You know what? This is how you end this conversation. Ma'am, thank you so much. We really appreciate our customers' advice and feedback. Since you're requesting dog, which type of dogs would you like on the menu? And I'll speak to the management. Shut her down. Of course, that would never make the video because this lady has to pretend that she's got massive clapback skills and she's caught her in a self-own, even though this means nothing. The hostess did everything right and just simply did not feed this lady's trolling.
Why not? I want to know.
Oh, you're going to go find out, I'm sure. I wonder what's coming next. I wonder if it's going to be just her leaving, making her point to the customers in the vestibule and simply walking away, not in a tantrum, but just in a self-focused, I educated, and now I can go ahead and leave. I'm sure that's what's coming. She's not going to scream in the restaurant and have a pre-written statement. Oh, no, that would never happen. Shit.
Here, please listen. We want your attention for just one moment. We have...
Why can't these people ever come into a restaurant that I'm in? I would grab my porterhouse and start licking it or throwing it at them. I'm sure once they throw the murdered flesh of animals in Cecil the lion that they would excavate quickly.
Challenge for you today. We just asked the hostess if there was any dog meat here. And she said, no, there wasn't. How could anyone kill a dog? We love animals.
She didn't say anything like that. She didn't even get into that at all. She might be a cat person. She kind of looks like a cat person. Why are you putting words in people's mouths? This lady's probably going to get fired now because the managers are going to assume that she did say that. But she didn't say that. So your pre-written statement is already fabricated in lies and supposition. But what do we expect from a nutter who eats nuts?
We all love animals. We love Cecil the lion.
Nope. How did I know Cecil the lion was going to be brought up? Give me a break.
We were so...
Go try to pitch Cecil the lion that antelope or that springbok or whatever the current catch of the day. Excuse me, Mr. Lion, you shouldn't eat meat. That little come on, give me a break. Go tell any other meat eater in the animal kingdom that what they're doing is wrong and that it's violent to go ahead and eat meat. Give me a break.
Outrage when he was hunted down. We love our dog, and we got angry when we heard a spinning. A dog that died in a hot car in a parking lot.
It's not food, it's violence. It's some damn good tasting violence. If it's violence, sign me up for 2. Rare. Just knock the horns off, wipe its ass, and throw it on a plate, please.
For those of us who have met a chicken called Little Mercy, who was rescued from a Toronto slaughterhouse, now lying in a sanctuary, we know her as a sentient being with a unique personality who loves corn, watermelon, and hugs.
Corn, watermelon, and hugs. All right, I'm done. I can't do anymore. This is the nuts straight. I just can't take it. There's just only so much crazy that I can handle. I wrote a little story if she decides to write things down. So before we get to the nuts, let's imagine a whimsical world, if you would, where cows and dogs have developed their own advanced societies and formed intergalactic alliances. In this quirky universe, cows have willingly offered themselves as a sustainable food source for humans, signing a cosmic treaty known as that's right, the Bovine Human Accord. The accord, negotiated under the leadership of a wise and diplomatic cow named, you guessed it, Sir Mewington III, states that cows are content with being part of the human diet as long as they are treated ethically and sustainably. Meanwhile, dogs, on the other hand, being the esteemed companions of humans, have established their own interstellar empire called wait for it, Canine Confederation. In a historic event known as the Barks Giving Treaty, dogs and humans pledged a pact of eternal friendship, forbidding the consumption of dogs. This treaty was sealed with a ceremonial exchange of tennis balls, marking the beginning of a harmonious relationship between humans and dogs. Do you believe that? Well, it could be that. Or it's simply that steak is awesome and you are not going to cook my dog, who has thousands of years of hunting alongside man, protecting man, and being a loyal companion. Get away, you crazy. As far as the nuts, nobody cares about your stupid cause. We don't want to eat what you eat. We want to eat whatever we want. Some people like Indian cuisine. Some people like Native American cuisine. Some people like German food, even though it's tasteless and bland, kind of like English food. But the point is that we want to eat whatever the hell we want, and we don't need you ruining it. Nobody likes proselytizing. We have Sunday school for that. Go there. Go on a picket line. Go on a college campus, or go support Hamas and go ahead and get a dual action for your outrage. We will never convert anyone like this, folks. We don't care if you stand in the middle of our roads. If you go ahead and scream and light dog poop in bags on our front porch, ultimately you just piss us off, and it just makes us more firm and resolute in our resolve. And if it's so good, why don't you share some samples at Costco or something with your bean curd surprise or your lab-created meats? Because honestly, you know what will happen. You're going to have 1% of the people try it, and 99% of the people go ahead and throw it in the trash or leave it on the ketchup aisle. And folks, you should find a trash can. We've all seen the refuse inside Costco after some ass decides to go ahead and share chicken fingers and a little cup of ketchup. All those damn cups are everywhere. We are doing our part to stop global warming. Killing an animal does help that, considering that cow farts are the main reason, according to AOC and the Green Party. And if you had some red meat, you might actually find something productive to do and have some energy for once versus trudging in our lives and making them miserable. Lastly, we didn't move to the top of the food chain to eat salad. Why don't you lecture other meat eaters, like I said earlier, on their eating habits? Because if you did, you would be on the menu. Folks, thanks for watching the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Vegans, if you continue to do this, I promise you one thing will happen. We're going to quarantine you and send you out of the United States. We can't tolerate your pontifications of cynicism and derision. Steak is good. Hamburgers are good. Meat is awesome. If you have a problem with what I think or what I said, you can dial the 1-800 number that Don't Unfriend Me will provide you. It's called 1-800-EAT-SHIT. I'm sure you guys would eat that before meat, and I'm not quite sure if that's a good or bad thing. I'm sure you'll tell us all about it because you can't shut up. Folks, thanks for watching the Don't Unfriend Me Show. You can do me a favor. Stop by, get yourself a hat, a shirt, all that fun stuff over at thedumbshow.com. Save 10% by putting in code DUM10, DUM10. Lastly, I want to thank my podcast listeners who don't get to see the video, but you can if you go over to Spreely.tv and you download the Freedom Hub app on your phone and your Fire Stick, wherever you watch your shows. You can actually watch the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tonight, Monday, live, 8 o'clock. Olivia, myself, Mike, Leroy, and Amy will all be in the house. God bless. Take care of each other, and we'll see you tonight at 8.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, Olivia, and Mike. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on the Spreely.tv network and all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.